Hi guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at Quest Golf Studio here in Lytham, and I'm going to teach you how to fix that shot forever. That horrible, horrible slice, that big left to right curving shot for right-handers, obviously for left-handers, right to left curving shot that puts us in so much trouble it's untrue. It loses distance and it's horrendous. Let's get rid of it forever. We're doing a three-part special on how to fix that shot. Today's lesson is all going to be about the understanding of a slice and the first thing to do to change that slice and how we can fix it. Let's, first off, that shot for example, let's just pull up some figures regarding that golf shot. And it's this section of what I want to show you, because understanding a slice often will help you fix it, understanding the concepts behind it. So to cause a slice, the swing has got to be travelling from out to in. So the swing direction has got to be moving from out to in, across the ball in a diagonal line for a right-handed golfer more towards the left. Then the club face has to be aiming right of that line. So if you've got this swing that's going diagonally to the left, that club face has to be aiming slightly right or a long way right of that line. The further right that face aims, the more the ball starts right and then curves even further right. But a slice can still be had where the face is actually only just a little bit open to that swing's direction. And that's more the typical one, when the face is a little bit open. And that's this number down here. Face angle to path, that was 7 degrees open to path. As I exaggerated, that was a huge amount of open to path. That's the first number we need to change. We can't have that club face open to our path. To fix this slice forever, we're going to aim first off to get that club face left of path, to make it more closed of path. You're still going to be swinging this way for this lesson, but because of the club face change, you're going to be hitting it straight left. So let's talk about how we can change that club face. And a lot of it comes down to the grip. A huge action of this comes down to the grip. I see too many golfers who slice the ball, hold it in their palm. They literally hold it up in their palm of their top hand. What that does is then it puts this club face in a really weak position. Because if I hold it too much in my palm, just notice I can turn that club face a long way to the right, open, but I can hardly close it. I can hardly turn it to the left. What we're going to incorporate is a grip that's much more in the fingers. So holding it from the edge of your little finger to the middle of your index finger, that then, when we hold the club face, I can rotate it to the left, to the right and to the left, almost equal, but I can actually turn it slightly left more, which is good. We want to do that for a slicer. We want to be able to make that face left of path. So important, it's untrue. Then as the right hand takes hold of the golf club, it doesn't want to sit directly on top of the grip. It almost wants to sit slightly more around the side of the grip, more towards the right. By doing that, we want to fingers on the club, right hand on top, but then slightly slant it towards the right. The V that we create here between the thumb and the index finger, that wants to run up towards our right shoulder. So the V between the thumb and the index finger runs up towards the right shoulder. That way then that right hand then is in another good position to allow that face to close to path. Very important. Then, that's going to feel odd at first, by the way. It's going to feel very, very strange at first. For a golfer who slices it, I would not generally see them grip it in that way. They hold it too much in the palm. And as a sign, I reckon a lot of slicers will wear this part of the glove out too much, right into the top of the hand. A lot of slicers do. So then, once that feels a bit more comfortable, I want you to do some shots where you very much focus on the takeaway, the toe of the golf club, to be in front of the heel. Again, a typical trait for slicers, they'll open that face too quickly. I want you to get into this feeling of keeping the toe in front of the heel. So as I move this club back, that toe is actually slightly slanted over. Once again you get familiar with that, I want you to do some swings where you actively allow the face to actually rotate. The club face will rotate through the shot. The club face will rotate through the shot. For a slicer, they will often try not to rotate the face, thinking that's how they're going to hit the ball straight. But it causes the face to stay too far open. I want you to encourage that club face to actively rotate. Not with the hands, bear this in mind. It's not with the hands or the wrists. Ideally, it takes place through a good rotation of the body and a good rotation of the arms. But if I'm honest, Any way you can get that club face closed is good with me. I don't really care how it happens. So grip in the fingers. Make sure that we place the hand on top there by seeing more of the back of the left hand. We can see the glove symbol here, the Under Armour symbol on my glove, and 2 knuckles on the hand. Right hand then slips more towards the right side of the grip, not too far on top. As we take this club away, the club face stays closed to path, and then we're going to actively allow that club face to rotate. Now what this should do for us, it should make the face left of path. If our path is still out to in, we're going to hit a shot that goes silly left, but just trust it. So a shot that looks a bit like this. So I've got my grip in the fingers, I can see the back of the left hand clearly. Right hand is slightly more slanted towards my right shoulder. I'm going to keep that club face pointing down and then just allow that club face to rotate, allow it. You can see a shot there, it just goes silly left. And I'm not saying that's a good shot yet, but that's stage 1. That is stage 1. I've got a good line into the pin from there. We just hit that one again. The numbers came up a little bit funny. So it's all about club face being closed to path. That's what we're trying to do first. It's so important before we change path, before we try and get on to changing the angle that we hit the ball at, we've got to change club face. So allowing that club face to rotate. And again, straight into those trees. And that's the shot I almost want you to hit first, because this number is very important. My face angle to path that time was closed. My face angle to path was closed. Bearing in mind, I must admit my path went a little bit more inside then, but it can do that when the face starts to go close to path, I promise you. When the face is open to path and you try and change your path, well, it's just a disaster, because you actually end up hitting it so far right it's untrue and you fall back into bad habits. It's definitely worth hitting the ball stupid left first by making sure the club face is close to path. You're not trying to swing it any further left, you're just trying to make the face close to path. So important. With those grip changes, takeaway changes, and allowing that club face to rotate through the arms, that should happen, and you should be hitting it straight left. Then join us in part 2, how I'm going to tell you how to change your path. But you've got to be hitting it straight left first. That's lesson number 1. Come back in lesson 2 in another couple of days, and I'll tell you how to change your path to hit that lovely straight shot. And the third part is just the icing on the cake, making sure that any loose ends are tied up. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I rest assured, this will fix slices. Honestly, it really will. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon.